Project Lazarus was founded in 1985 as a hospice for people who were dying of AIDS and had nowhere else to go. Today, we serve as a residential living facility that helps people manage the disease, live in the positive, and to eventually find permanent housing.
And now to some positive news. Has the world found a cure for HIV/AIDS?
While the face of the disease has changed, so has the perception of it. While many now believe that HIV is a completely manageable disease. However, that's really not the case for the people that we serve. For them, HIV is really only one of the challenges that they face.
Some of the challenges that our residents kind of arrive with at Project Lazarus is being out of care. In the community, we call out of care where clients are facing homelessness, and so everything around that proceeds, right? The idea is that they are seeking shelter, so that means that they may not be seeing their healthcare providers as regularly as they should, or if at all. So once arriving at Project Lazarus, we provide services that help them to get back into care. We provide a psychosocial assessment, a needs assessment. Our case manager does case management, which includes a service plan that help to guide our clients into what goals they would like to work on while they're here. And then finally, we do linkage to care, which is things we might believe as healthcare providers that our clients could benefit from.
My name is Morris Cato. I've been HIV positive for 23 years. I was diagnosed in the year 2000, and since being at Project Lazarus, I have received a lot of support, a lot of caring, a lot of nurturing. One of the ways that Project Lazarus has helped me with my HIV and living in a positive way is the staff. The staff is very knowledgeable, the staff is very caring, very supporting.
Project Lazarus transforms lives. Often our residents arrive broken, and as an organization, one of our goals is to make them feel whole again.
Our residents are coming out of chronic homelessness. Our residents are dealing with mental health challenges. Our residents might be dealing with substance abuse, and many of them still suffer from the stigma that is associated with the disease, as well as sexual identity. So it's really important for us to provide our residents with an environment in which they are accepted, in which their concerns are being heard, and in which their needs are being addressed. And I think one of the founding principles really that we have is that a loving environment will produce healthy outcomes.
Project Lazarus helps clients deal with issues of identity. Majority of the clients that we serve identifies LGBTQIA community. And one of the things that we do here is we embrace, we accept, we encourage folks to live in their truth, to be encouraged to stand up in what they believe. The way that we do that is we take trauma-informed care very serious here. So we look at individuals as a whole, as where they have come from, what they believe in, what they need support with, and it is our jobs to do that with warmth, embracing, encouraging them, and to be who they are as an individual.
I am a gay male, and here at Project Lazarus, I'm surrounded by a supportive community of other gay males and LGBTQ community members. You know, I learned that my HIV is not my identity and who I am, that there's more to me that meets the eye.
Project Lazarus is a venerable institution that has weathered many challenges over the years. The buildings that we have are old and they're showing their age, so we're currently renovating the porch on one of our buildings, and we can't wait to see our residents using the restored porch on our St. Ferdinand Street home. We are still dealing with the fallout from Hurricane Ida, where unfortunately we lost about half of our resident rooms. That also means that we have a limited capacity to serve the needs of the New Orleans community, to provide resources for people who are HIV positive, especially housing. We are also dealing with a changing federal funding landscape. In the past, the majority of our funding came through federal grants that were specifically designed to serve the HIV community. Those funds have decreased over the last 5 years, I would say, and we have become more and more dependent on the funding that we receive from our donors and supporters. It's really been an honor and a privilege for me to be working with Project Lazarus. We have an amazing staff, we have an amazing board, and we have an incredibly supportive group of donors. And I am grateful to each and everyone who supports Project Lazarus, whether it is financially, whether it is through volunteer services, or whether it is in their everyday lives. It's really the generosity of the community that has been so very sustaining for me as the executive director.